What's up, YouTube? Sal here, back again, once again. It's been a long time, huh? I'm 22 now. My last video, I might have been 15. But I'm here to talk about Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball, the creator of, the guy who drew Dragon Quest, Golden Sun, Dr. Slump, the greatest mangaka of all time. And it's weird, right? Like, I have, like, oh, whoa, what is this stupid kid doing? Nothing really. I just thought I should share my stories, and even though I never knew Akira Toriyama personally, the effect he had on my life. I mean, I'm a black belt in martial arts, second-degree black belt in martial arts. I wrestled all throughout middle school and high school. I got into lifting around 14 years old, and now I am a competitive powerlifter with multiple state, national records. I set a world record that has since been taken from me, but yeah, and I love working out, and it all stems from wanting to be like one person in the world. I wanted to be like Son Goku from Dragon Ball Z. It's crazy. I started doing martial arts because I used to cry in baseball, and my parents thought it was better for me to do a different sport. So when they asked me what I wanted to do, I said I want to do karate. I want to be like Goku. I want to be strong like Goku. So my parents found a martial arts school, and I started martial arts, and here I am 13 years later. I started wrestling because my teacher in 7th grade was like, "Oh, you're a black belt in martial arts." I was like, "Yeah, I am." He was like, "Oh, you would love wrestling. You get stronger, faster." I'm like, oh, stronger, faster. Oh, I that would make me even more like Goku. I want to be strong like Goku. So I wrestled, and wow. And then I got the chance to powerlift, and I continue to powerlift because it makes me happy. Being stronger and pushing my limits and to go further beyond is the way I go about every competition, whether it's state, national, or world level competition. I always aim to go further beyond, and that's because of the mindset I found when I was younger, is to be like Goku, be strong like Goku, shooting kamehamehas in my room and never being able to shoot kamehamehas, but trying my hardest, and sleeping, and my brother like talking to me in my sleep because I was talking about Dragon Ball, and he was talking to me, and he was like egging me on. He's like, "Oh no, Frieza!" And I'm like, "No, Krillin!" And like, Dragon Ball, man. I'm 2 older brothers, and we're really close. They're my 2 best friends. We play video games all the time together and stuff like that. And we bonded over video games, but my one brother was meaner to me when we were younger, which I'm not complaining or anything. It's a given. It's what you do when you're brothers. Like, he's literally my best friend right now. But we were able to bond over Avatar: The Last Airbender and Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Z Kai started airing in 2009 on Nicktoons, and at first I thought, this is stupid. Dragon Ball Z Kai, it looks so dumb. It'll never be as good as Avatar: The Last Airbender. Why is it drawn like that? Because I didn't know what anime was. And my brother Vinny's sitting there, and he's like, "You'll like that, Sal. You should watch that." And I was like, "Nah, it's dumb. Like, it's just dudes who are fighting." He's like, "No, you'll like that." Because my brother knows Dragon Ball Z. And my brother Vinny had the first 5 Dragon Ball Z books. And I was like, all right, well, if my brother says so. And we sat there and we watched the first episode together of Dragon Ball Z Kai, of Goku, of Piccolo, Raditz, Goku, Gohan, Bulma, Master Roshi, Turtle, and I was engrossed right away. Episode 1 caught me, boom. And I was like, whoa, this is something. This is something. And my brother was like, I told you. And I came back every Wednesday and Thursday, and I watched every single episode of Dragon Ball Z Kai the day it aired. I know I was a little bit behind. I'm a little younger than the usual average Dragon Ball Z fan, I guess. My brother's 28. My brothers are 28, 29. And that was more like when the Dragon Ball Z was airing on Toonami, and I'm like the second generation Dragon Ball Z fan, Dragon Ball Z Kai. But, I was there when Goku went Super Saiyan. I watched it happen on Dragon Ball Z Kai. I wasn't big on social media at the time, but I knew it hit. Like, we would argue about it in class. Like, oh, dude, Goku went Super Saiyan. Oh, God, he's gonna kick Frieza's ass. Like, is awesome. And I owe a big part of who I am, what I do, the way my life is shaped now, my mindset, my drive to be better, to Akira Toriyama for making Dragon Ball. And it's not just the anime. Like, I'm a super fan. Like, I love Dragon Ball. I'm obsessed. Like, oh man, come on. I have all of the Dragon Ball Super books. I'm recording this on my phone, so, but I have all of the mangas from Dragon Ball 1. That was the Dragon Ball Volume 1 is the first book I ever bought with my own money. All the way to 1 to 16 to Dragon Ball Z 1 to 26. And even Dragon Ball Super 1 to Volume 20. And this is my whole friggin' manga cabinet. Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon Adventures and Food Wars is up there. Sword Art Online, Devil's a Part-Timer. So much. And I love all those things, but it stems from Dragon Ball. If I never liked Dragon Ball, I would have never gotten into those things. There's Goku. I have a statue of Goku standing in my room that my brother got for me. I have SH Figure Arts, Dragon Ball Z toys in box that I love. Krillin. I have Dragon Ball Z Pops. Krillin I got Vegito, Goku, Vegeta, like Gohan. I have it all. I have Dragon Ball video games. Raging Blast, Budokai Tenkaichi 1, 2, and 3, Budokai 1 and 3. The Dragon Ball games, Revenge of King Piccolo, like, it's crazy. Dragon Ball Z Attack of the Saiyans, Dragon Ball Z, did I say Raging Blast 1 and 2? Dragon Ball Z Burst Limit, like, Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Tenkaichi, which is horrible, but I have it. Like, Infinite World, Xenoverse 1, Xenoverse 2, Fighters, like, these are all games that I've played. Like, my brothers and I played the shit out of Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2. Sparking Zero got announced, and my brothers and I were like, hell yeah, this is sick. Like, I can't wait for this game to come out. Because we played the shit out of Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2. And I played a lot of Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Not so much Budokai Tenkaichi, but we played it. Like, I even played the bad Dragon Ball Z games. Like I said, Ultimate Tenkaichi, Dragon Ball Sagas. Like, what do you guys know about Dragon Ball Sagas? Nothing. It's horrible. But I played it. I beat it. I love Dragon Ball. I mean, it's huge. It's a big part of who I am. And to hear Akira Toryiama passed away is tough. It sucks. I mean, he's been an inspiration for me. I started writing a book series when I was in 7th grade because I was enthralled with Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball and Sword Art Online were my big 2 inspirations for my book. And now I'm 22 years old. I have 4 books written with dreams of publishing them. And it all stems from Akira Toriyama's work of Dragon Ball. I mean, I'm rereading the Dragon Ball books and the Dragon Ball Z and the Dragon Ball Super books to show respect to him. He is the greatest mangaka of all time. He's my favorite artist of all time. My favorite book series is the Dragon Ball series. My favorite show, the Dragon Ball series. My favorite anime, the Dragon Ball series. Like, my favorite piece of media, Dragon Ball. Like, my Twitter is all New York Mets and Dragon Ball stuff. Like, it's so much of me. And my 2 best friends I became friends with through Dragon Ball. We all liked Dragon Ball Z Kai. They're a little younger than me, but we all liked Dragon Ball Z Kai. And now we're best friends for 10 plus years. My friends in elementary school, like in 4th, 5th, 6th, 3rd grade, you know, we were friends if you liked Dragon Ball. You know what I'm saying? If you like Dragon Ball, we were friends. We were homies. I let you read all my Dragon Ball books that I had because I was the kid who had oh no, Sal's got the Dragon Ball books. Oh no, I didn't have all of them, but I had them and we loved it. I had some Dragon Ball books, some Dragon Ball Z books, and never the whole series, but until I got older. Now I have all 42 Dragon Ball books, and I have all of the Super books that I know of that have been published, and I'm buying them as they come out. And I am up to date on the chapters in the Dragon Ball Super manga. I mean, UI Goku versus Beast Gohan, right? I mean, you guys, at this point, it's 10 minutes. You guys don't care, but yeah, it's a lot. It's sad. It's sad. I didn't know Akira Toriyama personally, so I can't cry or anything, and I'm not going to force myself to cry. But it's a big loss. I mean, such an inspiration. I wouldn't be who I am today without Dragon Ball and without Akira Toriyama. He's my favorite artist, my favorite author, and like I already said, Dragon Ball's my favorite freaking thing, period. Everyone's time is limited, and Akira Toriyama's came too early. He was 68. But the legacy he left behind, I mean, people affected by Dragon Ball, me, my friends, my brothers, people beyond us, people we don't even know, people who probably also got into working out because of Dragon Ball like I did. Like, it's something, his impact. And to think a little joke gag manga series that started as Dragon Ball and became the greatest battle shonen of all time in Dragon Ball Z, and became Dragon Ball Super, which I love, but not everyone does, but Dragon Ball Super is still amazing. It's got that classic Akira Toriyama feel at times, and this, come on, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Spirit Bond, Gallic Gun, Masenko, I did it all. I did it all. Special Beam Cannon, Instant Transmission. Oh man, and I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one who used to stand back here and shoot there and try for hours to shoot a Kamehameha, hoping I'd blow a hole in my wall, and never did it. I know I'm not the only one. I know there's millions, billions of other people like me that Dragon Ball has touched, that Akira Toriyama's work has touched. And his work will live on. My kids are going to know about Dragon Ball. They're going to know about Dragon Ball Z. They're going to know about Goku, Vegeta, Krillin. They're going to know about Gohan. They're going to know about it. My kids are going to know about it. My friends' kids are going to know about it. My nieces and nephews are going to know about it. The impact of Dragon Ball is so big. There's so many series, so many big series, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, anime in general, My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer, Sword Art Online, Devil's a Part-Timer, I mean, Blood Lad, like these are animes that don't exist without Dragon Ball. Like, anime doesn't exist without Dragon Ball in the Western media. We have Dragon Ball to thank. And I guess that's it. I guess those are all my thoughts on what Akira Toriyama's works did for me and meant to me. Wow. Thank you, Akira Toriyama. Thank you.